guard, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 4-2.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down, Prescott. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before they stop just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Lewis Seed. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Jets' 36-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Prescott. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. 3-19, can I see that?
Here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. Open man to tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And he's brought down. The first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. That was caught. Schoonmaker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Prescott is going to change things up here. 2nd and 11. This is caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Prescott off play action. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but it feels a whole lot better running off the field.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, just back.
Now it's Fields. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, here's Fields. Able to find Gray here. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
That's good.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines dwelling for it for going wrong. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Fields. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Gets fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the gun, here's Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Let's go!
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Jets will
Fields trying to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott yet again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
3 yards. First down, Dallas.
Here's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. A gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Off the draw, here's Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on? And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Well, you don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Following
the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Well, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jalen Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, son.
Fields. There's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice.
The way in, touchdown, New York. Kyle Pitts, 58 yards. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad. And cooked it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
11.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Pitts with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Cowboys 19. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got this to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Hey, 40 seconds.
Prescott to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Just, hey, can't. No mas. Here we go.
Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So we'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
61. Cowboys 19. Younghoe Koo set to
Following the
kick off.
touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Milton.
47-yard line.
And now the ball's out. Funnel near midfield. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding Gray on the outrun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Being chased out left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Jets 67, Cowboys 19.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in an exciting game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want